Hi, welcome to our November E.A.T episode. My name is Des. My pronouns are they, them. I am the HIV Prevention Coordinator for the AM Prevention Team, and I'm here with my representatives, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hi, my name's Angie Muckridge. I'm the Store Director of Store 290 in Keystone in Indianapolis.
And hello, my name is Duane. I'm the Store Director at Store 204 in Canby, Indiana.
Today we're going to be making a vegan Thanksgiving bowl. I myself am vegetarian, so this is really exciting. So we're gonna start with adding a pinch of salt, olive oil, and a little brown sugar to the carrots.
And I will sprinkle a little oil on it.
All right, we'll add the brown sugar in. All right, Duane, you want to give that a good mix?
All right, let's dump it all on.
Okay, so we just added our olive oil, brown sugar, and a pinch of salt to these carrots. Now we're gonna add them into the oven on 450 and for about 20 minutes. Next we're gonna deshell these Brussels sprouts. How long have you two been working for Meijer?
Yeah, I've been with Meijer 23 years.
And I've been with the company just shy of 10 years.
I shop at Meijer all the time. You guys have the best vegan stuff.
What do you like about Meijer?
The vegan stuff.
Yeah.
Definitely. I always, in the frozen section, I get the Morningstar, the Guardian brand. Those are my favorites.
I think the Keystone store has one of the largest vegan populations shoppers, so definitely if you like the selection.
One of those shoppers.
We do. We have
awesome.
a great selection both in the deli produce area as well in the frozen section for various items.
So how long have you been with the DEU or BU?
I actually just started in July. I've only been here for 3 months. I went from working in coffee for like 7 years to here. I've always had a passion for helping the BIPOC and LGBTQ communities. So I always try to like incorporate that somewhere in any job that I've done. So like at my previous job, I used to like organize events that were like BIPOC or LGBTQ focused, and then I just kind of decided that this was like the path that I wanted to do for the rest of my life. So
okay.
So I chose BU. It's been really awesome. I'm working on a lot of different trans programs. I'm working on a trans masculine one. For like, well, trans masculine and non-binary, just kind of talking about different resources, going over things like expression and things like that, identity, just kind of a support group, but also like you get something out of it. So we're not just there to like talk about our feelings, it's kind of like, you know, making it fun. And we're also, the end of October, we did 2 weeks for a donation drive, and we're going to be launching a program in November called Beyond the Box. And with those items that we received from the donation drive, they'll be used to make trans-specific needed like care boxes, so like binders, gaps, wigs, things that help trans people like experiment with their expression and like present that the way that they want to be presented.
Well, one of the things we have at Meijer that just launched this year is called Common Identity. And that is a clothing line that allows someone to express themselves one fabric at a time. And so when you go in there, you see a lot of gender neutral clothing that really supports a lot of our customer base that shops in our stores, and it gives them the comfort and security knowing that there's a place to shop if they're looking for some specific clothing to express themselves.
Yeah, that's super awesome. I feel like I always have to look online for things, especially with binders.
Yeah.
And it's just annoying because it's like I can't like try it on there, you know,
Yeah.
like online. I just have to guess, and then you have to go through the return procedures and all that. And I'm just like, it's fine. I'll just give it to someone that can fit it. But it's nice to have a place that like has access to those things right there. So
I think that just falls right into our model of, you know, serving the communities that we operate in. It's just, you know, we know we're made up of a society of a mix of unique individuals, that we should have a place and goods for everyone that we serve. So you definitely have to take advantage and pop into one of our stores and check that out.
yeah, well, I'm a frequent customer of the Keystone location, so I'll definitely be in there.
Well, come say hi.
I've got vegan stuff and gender affirming apparel.
Win-win.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the next step for the Brussels sprouts?
Next, we're going to saute the Brussels sprouts with cranberries, brown sugar, a pinch of salt, and some more olive oil, and we'll do that on the griddle.
Sounds good.
Great.
Yeah.
Cranberries.
Oh yes.
This is gonna be really good. Pinch of salt. And brown sugar.
Definitely think holidays when
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
cranberries, right?
I'm so looking forward to smelling that when it's cooking.
Get in there, get it all mixed up.
I'm usually the designated veggie person for Thanksgiving kitchens. We're gonna saute these and then we'll be right back. Next, we're gonna slice up some zucchini and squash and add it to our griddle here with some vegan butter and olive oil.
All right, I think the Brussels sprouts are looking really good.
Yeah, it looks great with that char on it.
Yeah, it smells amazing.
Alright, so next we're gonna add some pecans. Okay, so while that's setting, next we're gonna do broccoli on the griddle as well as carrots. So I'm just gonna chop up this broccoli.
I like how it just falls apart like
Yeah,
right
it's
into
great.
your hands. So a lot of people don't know that broccoli is actually a part of the cabbage family, and it's
Okay,
full
I did not know
full
that.
of vitamin K and really good nutrients for you.
So next we've got our broccoli and carrots, and we're gonna add the broccoli and carrots to the griddle, which we have seasoned with olive oil and butter. Alright, so it's good to put the head of the broccoli face down on the griddle. I'm gonna flip these over.
Get a nice char on that.
That's a good little tip when you're grilling.
What's the story behind Meijer starting the gender inclusive clothing brand?
Yeah, so we really decided to lean in diversity, equity, and inclusion. And we saw one of the gaps was fashion and what we can do to make a difference. And part of that was coming out with common identity to make sure anyone who walks into Meijer feels as though that they can come with comfort.
Yeah.
And I think we helped deliver that a little bit.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
I think we as a company, we've used the fashion world to help us segue those leaps and bounds to being open-minded and being appealing to everyone in society.
Yeah.
With the larger, I broke down the silos and the shopping from larger to women to teens, and it's under one umbrella of fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we continue to evolve as a company. And part of that was what Duane was talking about is before you have plus size, that was in a different section, right?
Yeah.
So what we want is we want that inclusion to make sure everyone feels as though they can come shopping together at Meijer, regardless of who you are. And common identity is another step from putting all those sizes together.
That's awesome. I am non-binary myself. My pronouns are they, them. I'm non-binary transmasculine, and so like I shop for binders usually online, so it's nice that I can like go into a store and it's like there'll be like available clothing for me.
I can only imagine. My daughter does 90% of her shopping delivery online.
Yeah.
And it's like the amount that she sends back
Yes,
to what she keeps.
it's
is like,
high. It's very
Over them
high.
all, you know, so,
Yeah.
you know,
But then
and that's all
there's
process.
always that stress of like, just I don't know. It's just nicer to have more accessible clothing, especially like I mean I go to Meijer all the time, so like it's nice that I can just grab groceries and then go right on the corner and look at clothing.
Yeah.
It's just great that we show up, you know,
Yeah.
for the community, you know, and that we serve, and everyone included in that community. You know, we used to be so cookie cutter, if I may, so leaps and bounds to what the gains we made in the last 10 years. So
We're proud to be community partners and community partners for everyone.
Right.
Yeah, so we have to want to make sure that we deliver that very soundly in our stores.
in our actions, not just from our checkbook. So
Yeah.
that is one thing that I'm really proud
Yeah.
to be a part of.
I know that during Pride, Meijer carried the Fluid Project t-shirts, and I have a couple of shirts from them.
Oh, thank you.
I was super excited when I saw that. I was like, oh.
So I was going to ask you a question. Why did you pick they and them to identify as your identifiers?
So I'm non-binary, so I follow along the lines of I don't identify as a girl or a boy. So they, them is kind of like a neutral like pronoun for me. When I first like realized that I was non-binary and trans, or like started to have those thoughts, I immediately was like, okay, so I have to be a boy. But then like being a boy still didn't really feel right, so like I kind of struggled with not putting myself into a box. So when I realized like what non-binary meant, because I didn't know that there were other people like me, when I realized what non-binary meant, I was like, okay, I relate with this. I don't identify as either gender or both, and so they, them was just the one that I picked, and yeah.
So how can I be an ally? How can Angie and I be an ally to that?
It definitely helps to like start off by asking people like, hey, what are your pronouns? Like, we're not going to be offended. We actually like really appreciate that. So asking pronouns always, using gender inclusive phrasing. So like, rather than saying like ladies or like men, you just say like, hey folks, hey everyone, that kind of thing. And then I also think that just having the clothing line, common identity, is like very helpful, because there's always like, I myself present very androgynous, so like having neutral clothing is like my favorite. So like it's nice that I can just go there. I don't have to like, because I shop in every section, so I'm like, all right, I'll look in the women's, look in the men. I usually find what I want in the men, but like it's nice to just have one spot for everything, so I'm not like running around the entire store. Have you ever heard of the Soji astronaut before?
No.
Okay. So this is the Soji astronaut. It stands for sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression. So this is just kind of a breakdown of like gender identity, sex, like where we feel those things. So for me, the sex that I was assigned at birth was female. My gender identity is non-binary, so it's kind of in the middle for me personally. And also androgen is on here, which is someone who identifies as either or neither gender. So like I kind of feel like I fall in that realm. And then gender expression, so like feminine, masculine, androgynous. I like to present androgynous, so like that's my expression. And then there's pronouns, so my pronouns are they, them. and then your sexuality, like what you're attracted to. So I'm personally am pansexual, so I'm attracted to any gender. I don't care. If I like you, I like you. That's me. So yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah.
I think we should all be, you know.
Yeah.
I like you. I like you. I don't like you.
Yeah,
You know what they call that.
Exactly.
Well, thanks for sharing that.
So yeah.
I think from an operator, I'll take it from a mindset. You know, my biggest struggle or is that she or hey young lady or yeah. So thank you for the insight.
Yeah. No worries.
And one of the things Meijer offers too is it's an offering to put your pronoun on your actual name tag.
Oh yeah.
At Meijer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so for anybody who wants that, it's a great opportunity to express yourself and to have that inclusion that way as well with us.
Okay, so next we're gonna do mashed potatoes. We've let these boil for 20 minutes so they're nice and soft. So we're gonna add our plant-based butter. Get it kind of creamy. Oops. Our Meijer vegetable broth, which is very good. I use this myself as a vegetarian. And we're gonna add garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. And we're
Smell
gonna
like
mash
garlic
them up.
powder and onion powder, huh?
So we've got our vegan Thanksgiving bowl ready to go, and now we're gonna dig in and give it a try.
All right, let's do it.
Good.
Going for the potatoes first.
I'm going carrot.
Oh, I totally got the zucchini.
Amazing.
It's really good.
I can hear your crunch. I like the seasoning, I like the crunch, I like the little char. It looks like the potatoes are really creamy.
They're really creamy, and it's nice that like you don't have to, because usually I'll add cream to potatoes, but I'm trying to cut back on my dairy.
Yeah.
So like it's nice that vegetable broth is going to be a good alternative.
Well, one of the things this holiday season, whether you have a smaller family or a larger family, you know, we have all these options at Meijer, and one of the programs we have is called Flash Food. So what Flash Food is you can go into the app and go to your local Meijer store and be able to get a lot of this fresh produce at a discounted price for your family for the holiday or every day.
And definitely no sacrificing of any of the freshness
Oh,
or the
not at
nutritional
all.
value. So.
Yeah.
Great. So happy Thanksgiving from all of us in Meijer.
And happy Thanksgiving from all of us at BU Wellness.
Have a great holiday. Be safe.
Thank you.